Welcome to The Talk, starring me, Katie, and Bonita. Yeah. Okay, so first we are going to be talking about the origins of Halloween, Bonita's favorite subject, of course. I have a pumpkin for Halloween. Yeah, so between fall and winter, the line between life and death, plenty and paucity, Halloween is to celebrate and think about superstition. It is thought to be originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would make bonfires and wear costumes. Ooh, I'll be right back with a costume. I am Rob the Zombie, and this is Captain Jack Sparrow. So, bonfires to wear costumes to ward off Roman ghosts. Halloween is one of the world's oldest holidays. It is celebrated all over the world in different ways. In Mexico, Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, honors the deceased loved ones and ancestors. Not a sports news. We're going to start out with football. This is a cooler, by the way. Pretty cool. Okay. In the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles are tied with the New York Giants with 3 wins and 3 losses. In the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers are in the lead with 6 wins and 0 losses. In the NFC South, the Carolina Panthers are in the lead with 5 wins and 0 losses. In the NFC West, the Arizona Cardinals are in the lead with 4 wins and 2 losses. Okay, that's all for football. Now for the sports facts of the day for baseball today. In 1839, a man named Abner Doubleday created the game of baseball. Boys who play baseball, thank Abner. This is how you play baseball in your house. You get a stuffed animal, a tiny bat, and hit it up. Boom. Home run, everyone. The quote of the day for hockey is by Wayne Gretzky, and it's, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Like, if you don't take the shot, you're going to miss it. So, take shots, take chances, take risks. So, everyone, the story I'm about to tell you is about everyone's favorite subject. So, before I tell you it, imagine you're just sitting on the bus with your friend, playing your phone, listening to music, on the way to school. All of a sudden, you see a 4-foot boa constrictor slither down the aisle. What would you think? Well, that's exactly what happened in West Philadelphia. Monday afternoon, a surprise guest gave bus drivers quite a fright, SEPTA officials say. Coron Riley somehow got his 4-foot boa constrictor aboard Route 52 bus. Riley told Action News he and the 3-year-old snake were on their way to Monster Pets. Red had the snake hidden around his neck. It somehow got loose and caused everyone to get evacuated off the bus. Riley said this constrictor isn't harmful. Okay, even if it's not harmful, doesn't mean it's not scary. Really? This boa was then sent back to Riley after all the commotion was finished. Just, Riley, remember not to lose your boa constrictor again, please. Just don't take it on the bus. These are all the health innovations in, our world today. Back then, health things were not they weren't very helpful. People got infected with diseases a lot. A lot of people died from diseases. They couldn't help you. They didn't have antibiotics back then. They didn't have medicine like Advil that would help us with a fever. They didn't have that, and sometimes a lot of people died. And now we have shots and everything to help us not get the bad diseases, but we also have cures for a lot of those diseases, and we're able to fight them. So these are 3 things that they didn't have back then, but now they have. So prosthetics. The world's first prosthetic toe goes back into Egyptian time. Until the 1500s, prosthetics were innovated and were able to move toes and fingers. Today we are able to use a 3D printer to make limbs with a natural feel. Okay, imagine that Egyptian guy. He wouldn't be able to move around his toe. I could not do that. But yeah, so back then, if you lost an arm, they might have not had the technology to redo it, so you just might have had a little lump. But now, they have prosthetics to where if you lose your arm, you can get one back. It's not going to be the same, but it will help a lot with things you do. Seat belts. Okay, everyone, remember to wear your seatbelt in the car. if you had a car crash, you could possibly die, and I don't want anyone to die. That's sad. But seatbelts are one of the greatest lifesavers. They bring down the probability of getting hurt in an accident. In the U.S. alone, it prevents 15,000 deaths a year. Do you know how much 15,000 is? So I'm one person. Imagine 15 of me. That's a lot. Imagine 30, and so on. That's 15,000 deaths is a lot, too many deaths. So by 1968, all new cars in America had seatbelts. Thank the Lord. Because now it's innovated and everyone can stay safe. Back then, they didn't have thermometers until the 1800s. So if you didn't feel good, parents would feel your head. Oh, you might have a fever, you might not. And then they would have to drive all the way to the doctors. And then turns out you don't have anything. That's a waste of time. And they didn't have that many cars, and cars didn't go fast. If they did, I don't really know. But they didn't really go fast, so it would take a while to get there, a while to get back. It's just a complex situation. So it wasn't until the 1800s that doctors used thermometers to measure temperature. Whew. In 1866, a convenient 6-inch thermometer was created. The early editions were made out of tube glasses with mercury, and they were mounted to ivory or wood. So nowadays thermometers are very innovative. Like this thermometer. All you have to do is turn it on, put in your ear, wait about 10 seconds, beep, beep, beep. It shows you your temperature. Think of how hard it was back then. I don't know. But yeah, nowadays it's much easier to find someone's temperature if they're sick. What is the largest internal organ? A, stomach, B, large intestine, C, liver, or D, pancreas? It is C, liver. Okay. Number 2. What year did the Titanic sink? A, 1914, B, 1920, C, 1912, or D, 1909? It is C, 1912. Number 3. What was Walt Disney's favorite song? Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins, Chim Chim Chimery from Mary Poppins, Step in Time from Mary Poppins, or Let's Go Fly a Kite from Mary Poppins? It is A, Feed the Birds, Mary Poppins. Which of these is the most popular search engine? Everyone should know this, but if you don't, that's okay. A, Google, B, Bing, C, Yahoo. I'm not even going to give you time. It is Google. When was the internet created? A, 1983, B, 1989, C, 1987, or D, 1984? It is B, 1989. Who won the Super Bowl in 2009? It is the New Orleans Saints. Best team ever. Even though they're not doing very good this season. It's okay. They won their last game. So yeah, that's all I have today. Thanks so much for watching. A new video will be up tomorrow. I'm not sure when because I'll be out of town, but a new video will be up tomorrow about news and stuff like this. So, hope you guys have a great night. Thanks so much for watching. Give me a big thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't like it. It's up to you. But thank you. Bye.